Good morning, everyone, and welcome to News Extra. My guest this morning is Colleen Johnson, the Balloon Meister for Old West Balloon Fest. Of course, this year, hosting the U.S. National Hot Air Ballooning Championships coming up the 10th through the 17th of August. Thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Oh, you're welcome.
Still a lot of moving parts, I'm sure,
Yes,
for putting everything together. And, of course, this year, much more complex than it has been in previous years. And with 7 days running of events going on, you certainly need to have a little bit of help.
We do, absolutely. The volunteers and sponsors are crucial to the event. Just kind of give people an idea of what's happening this year. On the Nationals pilots will start arriving on Friday the 9th, August 9th, and then they'll practice the 10th and 11th, so they'll kind of have a mock championship since most of them haven't flown the area before.
Yeah.
And then on Monday they'll start competition, so they'll compete Monday through Saturday, and then Old West pilots will arrive on Thursday, and we'll kind of kick off that Old West event with a glow at WNCC College.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have 2 glows this year.
Yeah, it's going to be an amazing week long of events and something that we have never seen here in the North Platte Valley.
No.
With this many balloons filling the sky. I mean, we're talking 80, I think, is where we're at right now.
We're at 80 balloons right now.
Wow, that's going to be just a sight to see. I mean,
it's amazing.
And how many have we had maximum for the Old West Balloon Fest?
32 last year.
Yeah, so we're going to have double and then some, almost triple the amount up in the air, all at one time.
All at one time. Yes, all at one time. So the idea is for Old West Balloon Fest, the 2 morning launches on Friday and Saturday. The Old West pilots will take off, and then the Nationals pilots will score on an X. So it'll be really neat to be out at Mitchell Airfield and watch 50 balloons come try and throw a 2-ounce baggie on a big, huge, giant X. And the closest to the center wins, but of course they're competing all week.
Yeah.
So it is very exciting to watch.
And of course, we were talking about volunteers that are needed. What kind of opportunities, what kind of things will they be doing if they can volunteer throughout the week? Of course, it's summer, so perfect time.
Absolutely. The main thing is that we need people to help crew for our Nationals and Old West pilots. They want someone from the area that knows the area to chase the balloon. So there's those opportunities. We also have safety personnel that we need, scoring personnel. We have people coming in from Nationals that will train locals how to do scoring and measure, which is really fun if anybody's available during the week for that.
How many volunteers generally for those types of things? How many would you basically need for each balloon then?
Typically it's 2.
Okay.
2 per balloon. So we're increasing our volunteer base need from about 140 to over 250.
Wow.
Will be the need this year. So.
Yeah, and it's something that's that you can get involved in and have a really good time with.
Everybody has. I have not had one person say they didn't have a good time volunteering. And we also do a volunteer appreciation barbecue for our volunteers, and that'll be on Sunday the 11th. And the Nationals pilots will also attend that, so they can meet their pilot and talk to them. And
of course, there are some other needs for the Old West Balloon Fest featuring the U.S. National Hot Air Ballooning Championships. And we'll be right back on News Extra to talk about that. And we're back on News Extra. My guest this morning is Colleen Johnson with the Old West Balloon Fest this year and for the next 2 years, hosting the U.S. National Hot Air Ballooning Championships right here in the North Platte Valley.
Right here.
And we've been talking about some of the organizational needs that Colleen and other organizers have been working on leading up to the event coming up in August. One of the other things that is needed at this point is also vendors to take part and be present for the Old West Balloon Fest and the championships, as well as some sponsorships.
Right. So the vendors, we're going to have a vendor row at the launch field and also up at Five Rocks for that night glow. And we are encouraging vendors, if someone would like to be a vendor, to just go onto our website, which is theoldwestballoonfest.com, and sign up to be a vendor. And then our board is going to review those applications and let those folks know. We're looking for food vendors, merchandise vendors, which would be awesome if we had 2 or 3 food vendors. And
is there a maximum number you're looking for,
no,
or just
no? We're going to take a look at what our needs are, and we just want folks to come out and be able to have a good breakfast when they come and watch, or in the evening we will have the Night Glow again with food vendors, and Weborg also does our beer garden.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of fun too.
Yeah, busy time of year for food vendors with county fairs and everything else. And
right.
Yeah, but this is something that's going to be a national draw.
It is.
And bring a lot of people into our area.
We're doing a lot of regional advertising, Front Range, and Eastern Wyoming, South Dakota. So we're reaching a lot of folks that will want to come and watch this.
Now, there's also the hospitality aspect of it, in that even if you may not be one of the volunteers or actually out at one of the events specifically on any given day, if you happen to be in the hospitality service, hotels, restaurants, etc., there may be a need for a little bit of learning some balloon jargon, maybe.
Right, absolutely. So tourism is going to be, for National Tourism Week, they're doing their training at our hangar out in Mitchell. So our balloon company is going to be, it's called Ballooning 101. And Carlin Needon-Streaks put it together with the Gering Visitors Bureau. And we're super excited to be able to host frontline people, and also sponsors have been invited to attend this Ballooning 101 training, so it'll be really awesome.
And for those that are wanting to take part in that, I would assume they get a hold of the Gering Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Yes.
Okay. And as far as volunteers or vendors or sponsors for the ballooning championships, get in contact with you?
They can contact, they actually can contact me through our website.
Perfect.
Volunteers and vendors, we of course are asking them to sign up on the website, and then we have a volunteer coordinator, a vendor coordinator, and those gals will be contacting those folks. But if sponsors want to get a hold of me, we're also looking for some great opportunities to get your name out there for your business in supporting this great event. They can contact me directly, and that's Colleen Johnson 302 at Gmail. And
this is a complex deal. Of course, the Old West Balloon Fest itself is relatively complex to put together. Of course, it's old hat for you now.
Well, I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe a lot more on my shoulders for the next 3 years.
For the next 3 years. And so if anybody is interested in giving Colleen a hand through the website or through that email address, is the best way to get a hold of her.
Absolutely.
All right, Colleen, thank you very much for joining us today.
I appreciate it.